Hello my friends, today's video is a bit of a collective haul. I've been doing some shopping and I have enough really great pieces to show you. Every single item I'm going to showcase to you in today's video, I purchased using the inspiration from a Pinterest vision board that I put together. Now, very rarely have I consciously used my vision boards to inform my purchasing decisions. But I'm really proud of myself for creating a beautiful board that has allowed me to bring in pieces that really evoke a specific theme. Now, before we get into the rest of this video, I do want to ask you guys, make sure you subscribe if you like the content. We believe in fashion and style without boundaries, and if that speaks to you, you're going to find a good community here. So my Pinterest vision board, I've aptly named Siren, which is French for tropical mermaid. It was actually inspired by the creative direction of the aespa Better Things music video. I really enjoyed the summer feeling of it, the vibrancy and punchiness of the colors, but also coupled with the mysticism of aespa's world and aquatic mythology. So I wanted to translate that into inspiration to help guide me into purchasing pieces that worked for me, but also still felt on theme. So there are several recurring themes for the mood board. Tropical colors, oranges, vibrant greens, electric blues, purples, pinks. However, softer and dreamier colors are also welcome if they fit within the other themes of the mood board. Sheerness, flounces and swags, elongated flowing lines, iridescence and reflectivity. This is the perfect inspiration for summer, so I wanted to bring you this video sooner rather than later before you get tired of engaging with summer fashion content. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the pieces. So first up, we have this beautiful short sleeve button-up shirt. This is from L'Agence, and as soon as I saw this jade green color, I knew I had to have it, even knowing that short sleeve button-down shirts really aren't a go-to for me, but love the fact that it's in a silk satin, and as it just ripples and moves, it really just gives the same feeling as flowing water. I absolutely love it. So I actually haven't worn this one yet. It does still have the tag on it. This one was $335, and it is in a size medium. And funny enough, they call this color Chiffon, which makes it an even better purchase for this video. Before I ended up in New York City earlier this summer, I did take a trip up to the Woodbury Common Outlets, which, if you haven't been, it's an amazing outlet shopping center, amazing designer brands, so many stores to cover, really very great discounts, and since I hadn't been there in several years, wanted to take a trip up there to see what I was missing out on. Went to the Ganni location and found this top and knew I had to have it. I really enjoyed the pattern in which the paillettes are laid out, but I also really enjoyed the more elliptical shape of them. Typically with sequins, you're seeing the more traditional round ones, but these are so cool. They're also iridescent, so giving a fish scale. But I also like the fact that there's a little bit of an embellished chain that links it together, which just adds a lot of texture and great detail. I actually tend to steer clear of more ribbed like knits, especially in a tank top, but I actually like the juxtaposition of the over-the-top paillettes with a much more casual, much more practical fabric like this, which makes it that much more wearable for every day. This is in a size medium, and it was $177. Next up, we have this open weave knit tank top from Zara. I actually picked this up from the Soho store when I was in New York City. You may have already seen this one on socials, depending on when this video goes up, but when I saw this, I knew that this was something that I wanted to have almost immediately. I, one, really enjoy pink. It's probably my favorite color to wear beyond white. But I also just love the fact that it's coated in this shiny metallic paint, which just gives it a lot of texture and a lot of dimension. If we look at this, does it kind of feel like fish scales? Because that's what I thought when I first looked at it. So, really liked this one. This is a size medium, and I'll be sure to put the pricing information up on the screen. When I saw this vest online, I knew it was something that I had to have almost immediately. It's a waistcoat from Zara, and I have to tell you that I loved the silhouette that this creates. It is meant to be worn open. There are no buttons or fastens. However, I like the fact that it's a little bit asymmetric and that it's longer in the front, shorter in the back. I also love that it comes to a dramatic point. But even more attractive to me was the juxtaposition of the very cool color of the silver sequins with the more warm, earthy, natural color of the linen. Plus, I love the raw edges, which just gives it a more elemental quality. It perfectly captures the vibe for me, and I actually like the idea of like a mermaid or merman, exiting the sea and living a life on land, and this is the perfect marriage of that. This one was $129 and is also a size medium. I had stopped by the And Other Stories location on Fifth Avenue right before I was supposed to go to my dinner reservations. And if you're not familiar, And Other Stories is a sister brand to H&M and COS. H&M is more of the downtown, cool, casual, affordable line. COS is for your elevated minimalist basics with some, fashion-forward pieces integrated into that. And Other Stories is the trendy, hip sister, which also tends to fall somewhere in between the price point of COS and H&M, although much, much, much closer to COS on most occasions. The bubble detail along the bust just really felt like seafoam to me, almost in a very artistic way. And not to say that I'm the biggest fan of a tube top, but I really loved the image that it evoked. I think that this is something that I'll style in a more editorial way, definitely more of an event piece, but nonetheless, just really, really gorgeous. Also very comfortable. Whenever you have the smocking, you know you're going to be in for a good time. Lots of stretch, so comfortable, very easy to get on and off. This is in a size 6, and it is $139. One of the things that my mom and I often shade each other for is how consistent we tend to be in our purchasing behavior. And going to record this video, I was laughing at myself because she's right. Maybe 2 years ago, Zara did a collaboration with, I want to say it was the New York Ballet, but maybe the Russian Ballet? I cannot remember now. It's been so long. And they had this beautiful, beautiful tulle top that was gathered, and I absolutely wanted it. I thought it was so ethereal and so beautiful. 3 different attempts to purchase it, I could not get a size that fit. It was so, so small. So it didn't work out. However, this feels like the spiritual successor to that top, and I'm actually glad that I waited because this, to me, actually feels more in line with how I want to dress. So it's this beautiful tulle top that's been gathered, and it actually has an attached tube top underlayer in a beautiful apple green trim along the sleeves, just to give a nice finish. It made me think of the color of Ariel's tail. I know that her tail is probably a little bit deeper of a color, but that's what I was reminded of. And I love the juxtaposition of the opaque top underneath with the frothy tulle on top. This is in a size medium. I don't remember how much this one costs. I'll put it up on the screen when I find that information out. It is a little bit difficult to get on. There are no buttons, there are no zippers, there is no stretch, but once you have it on, it's chef's kiss. So this is a fishnet vest that is also from Zara. I really just loved the fact that there are metallic threads interwoven into it, so it gives it not only that beautiful silver color, but also gives it an iridescence and a shimmer as the light reflects off of it. Plus, the fact that there is just this number of beads on it it just really, really gives the garment a nice heavy weight and makes it feel a little bit more expensive than it actually is. What attracted me to this is that this felt very on theme for Siren, even though it's not a vibrant, punchy color, but it's going to be great for taking a fairly basic, fairly mundane outfit and making it something that feels on theme, and pieces like that just make perfect sense. No tag on this one, so I'll try to find pricing information. This one is also a size medium. This doesn't fit within the theme in a one-to-one way. I had to be a little bit more abstract with my thinking, but what I thought about is that the sleeves in particular are so dramatic and billowing, and as you walk, they really flow and billow, and it made me think of seeing a mermaid's tail, or even seeing, the long hair just kind of flowing behind them as they swim through the waters, and that's what I liked about this. However, it also was bought to wear with another piece that I'm going to show you a little bit later in the haul, and they make perfect sense together, which I really like. This is an antique white, kind of parchment paper color, with just a very light brown pinstripe going through it, and I absolutely love this. For me, in summer, long layers like this that make a big statement without a lot of effort, perfect go-to for me. This is a size extra small, and this one was $69.90. So beyond the fact that viscose is one of my favorite materials to wear in the summer, I also really just enjoy the texture and the sheerness of this piece. It's very, very tactile, has sort of a plissé finish. Now, these are completely see-through outside of the pockets in the front of the pant. So you're thinking, what an impractical styling choice. Well, that's why I purchased the long tunic to wear. The tunic hits me at the knee so that I don't have to worry about undergarments or undergarments showing at all. This color scheme definitely falls outside of the more vibrant, punchy, tropical colors that I was going for, or the more dreamy and ethereal colors. However, it actually made me think of seaweed or other underwater plant life. Sometimes it's a little bit of a brown color, and so this felt perfect for me. I don't know, the pants just reminded me of seaweed, so I made sure to pick them up. These pants I got in a size small, and they're $49.90. So, never did I ever think that a pair of just blue jeans would be able to fit within such a board, such a style, but I think I've managed to execute that in such a good way. So these are a pair of mirror jeans, that's what Zara calls them, and they actually have tiny little mirrors. So these aren't sequins, these aren't embellishments. They're actually teeny tiny little mirrors all over the denim. Made me immediately think of a mermaid tail, and I also love the fact that they're more of a relaxed straight style, which is just perfect. Really excited about these. I can't wait to show you what these look like on, because these are fantastic. I purchased these in a size 6. I want to say these were $89.90. There isn't a tag on them, but I want to say that they were $89.90 or something to that effect. I'll put it up on the screen for you. These pants, though, these are the piece I was most excited to share with you. You've definitely already seen me wear these on socials, but I wanted to still feature them because these deserve all of the attention. So these pants are a pleated wide leg style with a contrast piping detail. These are Cause Atelier. So if you're not familiar, the Atelier line is Cause's line that brings designer-influenced pieces for a more affordable price. And when I say affordable, I mean you're getting the style and design that you would think of from a design house for not the designer price point. These pieces are still very, very expensive. But if I do this, look at that. That is so amazing. And the way that these move, I mean, you can see how they're moving on the hanger. They literally feel like an aquatic creature's tail, which I absolutely love. There's so much texture and dimension. They also are reminiscent of that Ulla Johnson handbag that also feels like a mermaid's tail, So this was a no-brainer for me. I got these in a small, and I don't remember how much these were. I've had them for a couple of months now, but I'll put the pricing up for you. They were a pretty penny, but if you were going to get something like this from a designer brand, you would probably be paying about 5 times what I paid. Alright, next up we have these beautiful ombre pants. These are from Zara. They're done in a satin effect, and it's a beautiful gradient of an olive green into an ochre color, and then it ends in a really vibrant turquoise color. These pants, don't they look exactly like a painting of the ocean? I love just the beautiful blending of these colors. So these are both unlined and very light in weight, which is perfect because when you want a more traditional tailored pant look, these are not going to be super hot and uncomfortable. Plus, it's just like wearing art on your legs. These are absolutely immaculate. This pair I got in a size medium. That was the only size they had left. So I ended up getting them tailored a little bit just to take them in the waist. So this time I decided to do both the top and the matching bottoms because this is just absolutely beautiful. Plus, with a matching set, you get the versatility of being able to wear the pieces together while also styling them separately. If this doesn't scream summery, beachy, tropical, vacation, I don't know what else will. The top I purchased in a size medium. This was $47.90. The pants I actually purchased this time in a small, which is a much better fit for my waist, $49.90 like the other pants. So we just have a few accessories here. First up is this suede leather belt in this acid green color. Leather, suede, definitely not something you think about when you're thinking of a tropical mermaid. However, in thinking about pieces that could provide versatility, help me to bring a little bit of that tropical vibe into otherwise very basic or very, mundane outfits. The color of this belt helps me to achieve that. It's punchy, it's electric, it's vibrant, and will help me to take outfits, containing mostly neutrals, and just bring a little bit of that fun into the outfit. This was $49.90. I got this in the smallest size. I never actually understand how Zara does its sizing for certain accessories, but if you want to know, it says it's a USA 30. I don't know what that means. Last but certainly not least, we have this beautiful collar of cascading freshwater pearls. And what attracted me to this was the cascading shape, the asymmetry of it all. For me, purchasing this, same thought process with the leather belt, same process with the rope vest. How could I take one piece to help invoke the feeling of Siren Tropical into very basic outfits? And these pearls could do that for really anything. So it was a no-brainer for me. These were $45.90, which I think for how dramatic it is and how much of a statement it makes, it's a no-brainer. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm so excited to have finally been able to use Pinterest in a practical, realizable way. So the fact that I've actually been able to take this beautiful board and actually make informed purchases, I'm really excited to be able to do that. Now I can say that Pinterest is actually a useful tool, not only for inspiration, but also for application. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share with a loved one. Let me know of all the pieces I shared, which one was your favorite. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.